RBT family, what is the deal? It's your dog Willie Jack, and we are back. Back, baby. Back with more NFL action to discuss. It's a victory Wednesday for your dog. First and foremost, let me say that. It's definitely victory Wednesday for your dog. But yeah, now week 11 was as promised and it delivered, man. So tons of great matchups, tons of good, exciting football action, and tons for your dog to talk about. Y'all know what's going on. So get in here, sit down, get real comfortable. Y'all know what's going on. No free rides. I see some of y'all already in here early. Appreciate you. But ain't no free rides. Drop some in your chat. Holla at your dog. And we're going to get the party started for sure. For sure. Who's that, man? Look at my dog, man. Keandre, man. First one in the chat, man. He said, in war is not the sum of one battle, but the accumulation of many that dictates the fate of the future. I like that. I like what you did right there. Real philosophical. My boy. You know, sometimes it take getting your lip bloody. You feel me? Sometimes you got to get your lip bloody to reevaluate things for the better. That's all it is. Man. I've been there. Man. I've been there. Hey, man, ain't no thing, my boy. Yeah, I'm sure y'all gonna bounce back accordingly. But honestly, if you're gonna drop one to Big Josh and the Bills. That ain't a bad one to drop. You know what I mean? Dropping one to Big Josh and the Bills ain't a bad one to drop if you're gonna drop one. So yeah, now here's the thing too. Yeah, let's like I said, still plenty of season left. Y'all still got that championship mojo. So I expect y'all to bounce back accordingly, man. I expect y'all to bounce back like champions do. For sure. I still expect y'all to be one of those few teams at the top, man. When it's all said and done, it's time to get these playoff seeds together. But yeah, we definitely gonna get into it, man. We definitely gonna get into that one for sure. I like what you did there. In war, it's not the sum of one battle, but the accumulation of many that dictate the fate of the future. That boy spitting. Today, boy. Look here, man. Buffalo got my dog Keandre all in his feelings since Sunday. He done had to go read some philosophy. My dog. My dog Keandre said he just don't like that the defense lost the game. But it's one right back, short memory. Yeah. And the thing about it too, Big Josh one of them guys, man. Big Josh one of those guys. Like Big Josh, Patty, Joe Burrow, Lamar. You know what I mean? Like, you one of them guys where, shoot, sometimes they get in the zone, boy. It's curtains. One of them players get in the zone, or you know what I'm saying, just step up, make a play, and ain't nothing nobody could do, bro. And I think that's what happened, dog. And you know what? I think I kind of talked about this. I don't know if it was last week's show. Let's just say last week's show. Because, yeah, there was a lot of, like, some questionable decisions about going for two versus not going for two. We've talked about it, especially with the Chiefs as well. This is what I really liked about that decision to go for two, or not even go for two, but to go for it on fourth down. You know what I mean? So essentially for me, it's a similar discussion. We playing to win. We're going to keep destiny in our hands, win, lose, or draw. We're going to win or lose the game with our guy having the ball. So it's the same kind of, it's a similar predicament. So Buffalo has already seen what happened to Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? Tampa Bay, Sunday night in Kansas City, no Mike Evans, no Chris Godwin. You come back, you tie that game up, or you score a touchdown to tie that game, and you go with the extra point instead of going for two. You know what I mean? So we've seen what happens when you know what I'm saying, when you give Patty, or when you give a champion back the ball, not even just Patty, but you know what I mean? Like there's guys like that, man, where if we're gonna go down losing, man, especially if I'm Big Josh and those Buffalo Bills, they've been on the other side of that scenario already. We already know the infamous 13 seconds, you know what I mean, that sparked the legend of Patrick Mahomes. Buffalo's already been there. So they say, hell no, man. It's 4-2. We kick a field goal. Field goal would have put them up by what? 5? Like 4 or 5? You know what I'm saying? They'd have had, was it going to be a minute left? Or less than, I think it was going to be less than a minute left. But 13 seconds. They the 13-second team. You know what I'm saying? They absolutely can't take another L with a last second, less than a minute, come from behind, miracle, Patrick Mahomes magic moment. You know what I mean? So I love it, man. I love it. 4th and 2, forget that 3, man. Let's go for the kill. Let's go for the jugular right now. And then Big Josh made a play, man. Big Josh said Josh had a Lamar play. Nah, that's a Big Josh play. Big Josh one of them guys, man. Big Josh one of them guys. Big Josh ran through 3 tackles. Lamar ain't running through tackles. I don't know if Lamar gets in the end zone, man. He ran through, buddy. He might go around, buddy. I don't know if Lamar running through, buddy. I ain't gonna lie, and I'm not the only one, I'm sure, but like even watching the play, once he got through that second level with minor resistance, dude at the goal line didn't have a chance. Yeah, that was a touchdown for sure. There was no doubts. I was like, hey, it wasn't a chance in the world he wasn't getting in the paint. For sure. For sure. If you just tuned in and you don't know, let me tell you, chopping it up with my dog Keandre, man, we talking about this Chiefs and Bills game. And matter of fact, I mean, there was a little news, but man, we didn't been talk about it, so we might as well talk about it. Kansas City goes on the road to Buffalo, man. Very exciting game. Buffalo pulls it out. We was talking about the fireworks at the end. They pull this out, man, 30-21. And honestly, matter of fact, Keandre, you in here, man. As a ranking member of Chiefs Kingdom, how are you sitting right now, man, with the turnovers, man? How are you sitting right now with Patty in these turnovers? Because we've been talking about him. I've been talking about him for all season. And then I think I was hammering on him turning over the ball and them still winning. Then he went on like a 2 or 3 game stretch where he didn't turn the ball over. And I was like, damn, I had just been going hard on him for like 4 weeks. Then he had like a little 2-week little dry spell. But now he came right out the gate in this one. Gave the ball up in the first series. And then he had the other turnover, the other interception later on as well. But I'm telling you, man, it's only so long you can play with fire before you get burnt, man. Especially against quality competition. That definitely what Buffalo is for sure. But good thing about it is, though, just kind of like I was saying before, you know what I'm saying? Champions ain't tripping, man. The Chiefs ain't worried about this. I think it's bigger. It's a bigger win for Buffalo than it is loss for Kansas City, if that makes sense. Because Kansas City's a demon for Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them demons they be fighting. That 13 seconds, you know what I'm saying? That's been a demon Buffalo been trying to shake since it happened. And so this one feels a little better for them. And even last year in the playoffs, Kansas City comes to Buffalo in the playoffs, you at home, and they outplay you. They flat out outplay you. They flat out outplay you at the crib and send you home. You know what I mean? So Buffalo, this is definitely a bigger win in Buffalo's locker room than it is a loss in Kansas City's locker room. So I would definitely say that. But be that as it may, let's see what Big Josh did. Big Josh threw for 262, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 55 yards, and of course that game-sealing touchdown run on 4th and 2 in the fourth quarter. James Cook had 2 touchdowns on the ground as well. Patty, rough day. Less than 200 yards in the air, 196 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, but those 2 interceptions. Xavier Worthy caught one of those touchdowns. But now here's the thing as well, and I talked about it on Sunday, is that like Buffalo matches up with this better with this version of Kansas City's team than any version they've matched up with before. You know what I'm saying? Like, so this one not a surprise at all. Not a surprise at all. Exciting the way it happened, but not a surprise. If I'm being honest. My dog Keandre said, so you can't be a fair weather fan. Pat's our guy. Not his best year, but we rebuilding our receiver core. Okay, in real timing. Is it going to be perfect yet? See, I like that, Keandre. I like that. I like what you did right there. See this? I want y'all to take notice of this. I want y'all to pay attention to what my dog Keandre just said. And I won't lie, Keandre. I'm a Steelers fan. Ain't no secret. Everybody know what's going on. But it's a lot of Steelers fans, bro, that need to hear your message. You spitting right now. You spitting right now, my boy. You can't be. Don't be a fair weather fan, man. Don't be a fair. You wouldn't believe how many Steelers fans start every year they want Mike Tomlin fired. Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all, bro? What is wrong with y'all? All we do is compete every year, regardless of what's going on in the roster. All we do is find a way to stay competitive and give ourselves a chance. It's ridiculous. Like you said, man, can't be a fair weather fan. If you're gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? Period. If you riding, you riding. That's it. He said it's a little rough. We rebuild in real time. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be perfect, but he's our guy. That's what I'm saying. That's what it's about, Keandre. Real fans, man. We should change the tech. Oh yeah, he said put them comments up. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you, big dog. But that's what we need to change the mantra of the show. Or no, we need to add this to the mantra of the show, man. Or maybe we need to reinforce or get back to. It's a real football show for real football fans. All right? No fair weather fans, man. Good, bad, or ugly, I expect you to be in here riding for your squad. That's what it's about. Shout out to my dog Keandre, man. Shoot, when it's time to take your L, man, you got to hold your L just as strong as you held your W, dog. You see what my dog Keandre said? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Got an eye black. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? We gonna shake back. Shout out to my dog Keandre, man. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's about. Especially with these, especially, I'm gonna put it back up here. Especially with some of these Kansas City fans. Some of these Kansas City fans only been Kansas City fans since about like 2018. That's why I can't even respect half of them, Keandre. Half these Kansas City fans don't even know who Trent Green is, man. Half these Kansas City fans, they barely know Priest Holmes. If he wasn't on TV, Keandre, if he wasn't on TV right now, they wouldn't know who Tony Gonzalez is, dog. These Kansas City fans be coming out the woodworks, man. But it be like that. It be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. Shoot. These Kansas City fans don't even know Derek Thomas, dog. Come on, man. Yeah, they've been fans since 19. You know what I mean? They've been fans since 2019, dog. Some of them. But see, my dog Keandre, so you a real one. I respect it, bro. I respect it. Now, here's the thing that's getting interesting, though, with this game. The way this AFC is shaping up. It's going to be a tight race at the top, man. It's going to be a tight race for that number one seed. And the AFC deep, too, now. Because the Broncos, the Chargers, they ain't no pushovers. The Ravens, you understand me? Because they the number 2 team in the AFC North. They ain't no slouch. And y'all better pray that Cincinnati don't find a way to finally put some of these games away and they get back in the mix. Because I can't put it past them, man. They 4-7, and you ain't gonna tell me that shit they can't go 10-7. They should be 8-3 right now. They could be 8. They've lost 7 games. They 5 plays away from having 5 more dubs. They 5 plays away from having 5 more victories, man. So y'all ain't gonna tell me, man. I ain't sleeping on Cincinnati still. Until ESPN, until NFL Network, till Shefty, until somebody tells me that Cincinnati is mathematically eliminated, they a threat. They a problem still. So, man, this AFC playoff race is about to get real interesting, dog. This AFC playoffs about to get real interesting, dog. Who done slid in the building, man? Hey, my dog, man. Isaiah in the building. Hey, Isaiah, boy. Boy, I know your ass is tight of fish grease, boy. Hey, Isaiah was nervous as hell. Isaiah was nervous, boy. That boy was scared straight. I tried to, you know what I'm saying? I tried to show him some love. I'm like, hey, Isaiah, man, I ain't gonna front, dog. Hey, your Chargers doing their thing, man. Y'all look damn good. Boy, Isaiah ass got so tight, dog. He was like, hey, man, be quiet, dog. Chill, dog. Don't chill, man. He knew see that, Isaiah, hey, you knew what was coming, bro. The Chargers charge it, boy. The Chargers charge it their ass off. But the good news is that the Bengals bingle. So it's all good. Your Chargers chargered, but the only thing that could beat a Chargering is a Bengal bingling. Apparently. Because, boy, I tell you what, talk about the tale of two halves, that could have been two completely separate ball games, boy. But in the end, got the dub for sure. In the end, y'all got the dub for sure. My dog said it's only one playoff spot open. It's the Broncos spot. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think the Broncos gonna get there. That defense looking good. Bo Nix playing his ass off. I think Bo Nix. I'm trying not to be a prisoner of the moment, but that Jaden Daniels train to slow down a little bit, man. That Jaden Daniels train and lost a little steam, and Bo Nix is heating up. Bo Nix flew around coming creep that Offensive Player of the Year award, boy. Because he looking damn good. He looking damn good right now. So I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Broncos flew around get in that thing, man. I think the Chargers get in too, for sure. And you know what? I think y'all play the Ravens next, don't y'all? Isaiah? Or am I tripping? I believe y'all play the Ravens next. Ooh, I can't wait to see that one. Can't wait to see that one. Isaiah said they 2 games up on the Bengals. Yeah, I mean, no, I'm telling you, like but bro, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the Bengals, bro. I'm just not gonna until they mathematically eliminated. I ain't playing no games with them, man. I ain't playing no games on them. My dog Keandre said, yeah, Chase and Burrow are getting wasted in Cincinnati, man. It's looking like it. Honestly, bro, Joe Burrow should be the MVP of the league right now. Joe Burrow should probably be the MVP of this league right now. Jamar Chase could arguably be the Offensive Player of the Year. And here they are, 3 games under 500. That's crazy, bro. That's nasty work. Now he too cool for school. Hey, now he cool. Like, nah, I wasn't even tripping. I knew it was good, boy. Hey, you was scared straight, boy. I know you was in that party. You'd have chewed every nail off your hand, boy. And I'm going to tell you what, I almost got on your ass, too. But I was like, nah, let the game play out. It's the Bengals. Because when Herbert missed butt naked ass Ladd McConkey on that flag route on the right sideline, the series before he hit Ladd on that deep over on the left, but when he like overthrew him on the right, like 4 yards above his head, and that ended the drive, y'all had to get the ball back to Cincinnati. I almost got on your ass right there, like, boy, don't tell me this your guy. Don't tell me this your guy right now, choking at the crib. You know what I mean? Don't do it. But I stayed cool. The Bengals gave it right back. Joe Burrow missed. He overshot Chase on that slot fade. No, it wasn't even a slot fade. Just a straight go. He just ran right past. Was that Christian Fulton? Ran right past him. And the safety got over late. And it was like 2 yards too long. Maybe 1.5 yards too long. That should have been a ball game. Then they get a ball back, and then, he catches Ladd on that deep over from right to left. But when he missed Ladd on that one, I was like, oh, nah, come on, man. Nah, he ain't. He ain't playing better than Bo Nix. He ain't playing better than Bo Nix or Jaden Daniels. Well, for one, they had a 6-game head start on him. For one, he ain't played enough ball, but he's looking good. I mean, I do have to credit. Like I said, I was not, man, I could not get on board with Drake May, man. Not as a top end, you know what I'm saying, the first round type of pick. I couldn't get on board. But honestly, like I said, man, he's playing, he's looking good as well. He's playing good. But nah, man. Nah. He's like I said, he ain't got enough skin in the game. The other two got a 6-game head start on them. I don't think, and honestly, people might critique or criticize what the Patriots did. I think the Patriots played it perfectly. Drake May wasn't ready week 1. Y'all seen him in the preseason? Man, look. Nah, them 6 weeks did Drake May justice. Matter of fact, we need some kudos and a credit to Jerry Mayo, coach of the Patriots. Those 6 weeks did, I think, so much more for Drake May than we know. Because he's vast. He's so much better than he was in that damn North Carolina tape. And I think them 6 weeks are a credit to it. But nah, Bo Nix is looking damn good, bro. For sure. Said Ravens, Chiefs, then Falcons. That's y'all next three? Chargers next three. Okay, y'all got the Ravens. Okay, yeah. I thought y'all played the Ravens. That's gonna be a good ass game. I need y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I need y'all to come through in that one, man. I need y'all to come through in that one. Now we done gave you the blueprint on how to shut down. You know what I'm saying? The most dangerous offense in the league. Y'all have seen it done by the best. All y'all got to do is just follow the plan, man. I need y'all to make that happen. Now, in your own division, you want to be serious, do something with them Chiefs. This one at home? Is the Chiefs game at home or away? Is the Chiefs game at home or away for y'all? Because that's going to be a game as well, man. How serious can we take y'all? Are y'all still little brother? Like, how serious can we take y'all? Are y'all still little brother? This is the one y'all need right now. Y'all run out, y'all beat these Ravens and then double back and beat the Chiefs? Gotta get it to you, bro. Gotta get it to you. You a real life contender. I can't go that far until I see it when it matters most, man. That's what I need to see, man. Make me a believer, Isaiah. Damn. Make me a believer, dog. Chiefs and Ravens back to back. They both away? Are they both away? Or is the Ravens at home and Chiefs away? Let me see. He said, crazy gonna talk about the overthrow. But who's Will Dissly? Wow. The dots dropped by Will Dissly? Bro, Will Dissly? Will Dissly is the 9th man off the bench. Come on, man. Will Dissly? Would you complain about Smush Parker missing a jumper? Would you complain about Smush Parker missing a jumper? No, you wouldn't. It's Smush Parker. That's Will Dissly. And Quentin Johnston was damn near a bust. Quentin Johnston saved his career this year. Jim Harbaugh saved Quentin Johnston's career this year. So who's Quentin Johnston? He was a bust 8 weeks ago. After one terrible season, y'all was ready to get him out of there, man. That's not biased. Those guys, you don't pick on those guys. Do you call double dribbles on your nephew? You know what I'm saying? If you playing ball with your middle school nephew, you call for double dribble? Come on, man. That's low-hanging fruit. That's low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? Herbert's y'all Kobe. Smush Parker can miss an open jumper. Kobe can't. Not when the game on the line. When the game on the line, Kobe got to be Kobe, bro. Kobe got to give me 37 in the second half when the game on the line. If we down 38, Kobe got to give me 37 in the second half. I can't complain about Smush Parker not performing. Come on, man. Okay. Let's see here. He says this sounds like some honest critique from Isaiah. We aren't real contenders, but y'all look good during a rebuild year. I respect that too. I respect that. I like it. That's what I'm saying. The Ravens and the Chiefs games, bro. That might turn y'all from glitter to gold. Y'all beat these Ravens and the Chiefs in back-to-back weeks. It might just change y'all from sugar to shit, or from glitter to gold, boy. Y'all might have to do it on the move, like you said. The Ravens at home and the Chiefs away. Yeah, it's a big 2-week stretch. It's a big 2-week stretch. He said y'all got the 9th man as a starter. Smush got some starts. Smush got some starts. Hey, man. Hey, shout out to Smush Parker, bro. When's the last time anybody anywhere talked about Smush Parker, man? Matter of fact, hey, shout out to Smush Parker, man. Shout out to you, Smush. Who named him Smush? I want to hear the backstory on how he got the name Smush. For sure. I need to hear the backstory on that damn nickname, Smush. Smush Parker. Well, damn, you know what? We didn't talked about it. We didn't brought up this one too. We might as well go ahead and talk about Sunday night, man. Cincinnati on the road in LA playing the Chargers. Chargers escape with a dub. I don't know how to phrase it. 34-27. Now, this, just like I said a minute ago, man, this was really the tale of two halves. I think first half, it looked like this. Y'all was running them out the building. Y'all was gonna run them out the building. Y'all was gonna run them out of LA in the first half. What was it? 21-7 in the first half, or 21-6 or something like that? And then I think Cincinnati outscored y'all in the second half 21-10. Something like that. Hold on. Something like that. Yeah, Cincinnati gets 21 points in the second half. I think y'all only scored 10. Yeah, 21-10. Something like that was the second half breakdown. So, yeah, definitely the tale of two halves. Herbert goes to 297, 2 touchdowns, 65 yards rushing, lost a fumble. Now, here's the thing as well about Herbert, bro. Herbert probably could stand a run just a little more. Well, he's probably running more. He's probably running more this year than I feel like he's ran in maybe a couple seasons. But yeah, it's like every time I see Herbert run, I'll be like, oh yeah, he can run. Like, oh shit, yeah, Herbert can move. Cause I think Herbert ran like 4.6. Herbert ran like 4.6. Herbert like 6'4. Herbert like what, 6'4, 235. But he can move though. He can move for sure. What'd he say? Still got the best defense in the league. I can't tell. Y'all played one legitimate offense and got 30, and then they let 30 points go in the second half. The first offensive threat y'all play, and they almost choked y'all out at the crib in one half of football. I don't know, man. What's the average now, too? I want to know what that average look like now. I gotta check, man. Y'all had a couple points on my Steelers. But mind you, man, we played 2 of the top 5 offenses in the league in back-to-back weeks. Handle business, though. You know what I'm saying? Handle business. But no, big day. Good day for Justin Herbert. J.K. Dobbins really put the icing on the cake, though. And here's the thing, though, Isaiah. I ain't gonna lie, man. If J.K. Dobbins doesn't break that touchdown that ended up being the dagger, and if y'all have to settle for 3, I don't know, big dog. If y'all got to settle for 3 there, and now Joe just needs to go get a field goal, that might have been trouble. It might have been smoke in the city. But shout out to J.K. Dobbins, man. 56 yards, 2 touchdowns. That game-winning or game-winning touchdown run. Roughly 30 yards or so. Ladd showed up big for y'all. 6 for 123. The big deep cross that he caught on the left. A major play. Matter of fact, I think he had 2 big catches on that last drive, if I'm not mistaken. I think he had 2 big catches on that last drive. QJ got in the paint, 48 yards on 2 catches, one of them a touchdown. Look at Joe Burrow, man. Golly, my dog Keandre hit it on the head, man. You got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase wasting they both having a career year. They both fool around at the pace they going. They're gonna both turn in career years, and then on the verge of maybe not going 500. Joe Burrow throws for 356 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and a loss. 350, 3 touchdowns, and a loss. T. Higgins had a big day, 9 for 148 and a touchdown. Chase had 75 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chase Brown had a big day running the ball. 86 yards on the ground, another 57 receiving as well. Evan McPherson misses 2 very makeable field goals for the Bengals. That really, like I said, man, the Bengals bingling. Because Bengals had all the momentum, especially like I said in that second half, all the momentum. I think they scored on those first 3 possessions. Moved the ball pretty well on those next 2 and missed very makeable field goals. It's one of those days. He said they ain't had timeouts to do anything if he didn't get in. They ain't have a timeout left? They ain't have a tight end left? Or they didn't have a timeout left? I can't remember now. I can't remember. But most importantly though, real talk though, y'all did get it done, man. Y'all did get it done. Y'all tried y'all hardest, boy, to trick it off there for a little bit, but when it's all said and done, Y'all got it done, man. Y'all found a way. So I ain't mad at you at all, man. I ain't mad at you at all. Now, like I said, man, I need you to handle your business against them Ravens next week. Do that for your boy. All right? Handle your business next week for me, man. Let's go, man. Green Bay on the road to Chicago. This actually turned into a very close game, man. 20-19. Green Bay skates with the dub. 1 point on the road. Jordan Love. Man, hey, shout out to Jordan Love, dog. Jordan Love. If Jordan Love ever gets some consistency, man. Rein in a little bit of that gunslinger. I'm telling you, Jordan Love got it, dog. Just throwing the ball. I don't know how many guys I like better than Jordan Love just throwing the ball. Boy, dude throws lasers through the eyes of a needle. He really throws darts, boy. 13 for 17 for 261 yards and a touchdown. Also had a rushing touchdown and an interception. 13 completions, and he damn near threw 300 yards. My God. Come on, man. Y'all got to start. Hey, man. I'm gonna need y'all to start paying attention to Jordan Love. Wait till Jordan Love figure it out, and he still ain't figured it out quite yet. Y'all really hope Matt LaFleur don't get through to Jordan Love, boy. Because man, look, 260 yards on 13 completions. Shit, laser beams. Shit, I'm telling you. Josh Jacobs had a big day, 76 yards and a touchdown. Christian Watson back and healthy, 4 for $150. I'm telling you, man, them Packers, the Packers still just can't quite get everything on track. But when they finally figure it out, and like I said, they still got to be one of the 3-4 youngest teams in the league. Well, I'm telling you, bro, Packers, they figure it out, boy. They're gonna be hell in the NFC for sure. Caleb Williams, first game with the new offensive coordinator, and had his best game in a month. Didn't throw any touchdowns in this one, but 230 yards, no interceptions or touchdowns, passing, rushed for another 70 yards on the ground, so a 300-yard total day. Swift had 70 yards and a touchdown in this one as well, but lose a tight one against division rival. But the biggest thing and the thing I wanted to see, and I'm glad is what I saw, is just the improvement in Caleb Williams with the firing of the OC. You know what I mean? And so hopefully, like I said, man, just get Caleb Williams keep developing and see if he can bounce back, man, from an ugly month of football he put together this last month for sure. Let me see. Oh, man, hold on. I'm falling behind in my chat. Moving on, man. Jacksonville and Detroit. I'm going to get to this chat in a sec. I'm going to run through this one. 52-6. Domination ain't the word, man. Jared Goff back to form. Jared Goff threw them 5 interceptions in Houston. And everybody just just knocked them all the way out the MVP conversation. It was already a distant conversation. It was Lamar. Then there was a couple steps down. I'm going to do this in. It was Lamar. Where's my camera? Then it was a couple pegs. And then for me, Jared Goff was playing damn near flawless football for about 6 weeks. Then he has an ugly trip in Houston, 5 interceptions. Now, I gave the context on those interceptions. 2 of them were tip passes. One of them was a chuck it ball at the end of the first half. Just chuck it down there as time expired. It got picked. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, a 5 interception day. Bounces back like nothing ever happened. 24 for 29. 412 yards and 4 tugs. No interceptions. Come on, Jared Goff. Come on, dog. Demo goes crazy, man. David Montgomery, 75 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. Gibbs gets another 70 on the ground and a touchdown. A 54-yard catch and run. Amon-Ra St. Brown, big day, 11 for $160 and 2 touchdowns. J-Mo, Jameson Williams, he goes crazy, 4 for 124 and a touchdown. I'm telling you, this is all-star game type of numbers. You know what this was? This was homecoming. This was an NFL homecoming game. Alabama then beat Southeast Appalachia State 52-6 in they homecoming. That's what this looked like. You wouldn't have known it was a professional team on the other side. I didn't even write down no stats for Jacksonville because it's not worth it. But just to reinforce just how dominant it was, Detroit had almost 650 yards of offense in this game. Jacksonville had less than 200. It just utterly dominant any and every way you could look at that game. That was crazy. Let me see here. Isaiah, what are you talking about, man? Then gets in the end zone and left it to the kicker. Hey, wasn't he going against the number one defense, Isaiah? Ain't that what you just told me? Wasn't he going against the best defense in the league? He already came down from down he was down 4 scores when they started the second half. All he did was bring his team back and tie it up and put him in position to win the game twice. Threw 350 yards with no turnovers. And this is the thing you forget about it as well. And he's got that stripe. He's already made his bones. He done already ran his fades. He didn't make. We know it. We know he's got the goods. We still waiting for Justin to do the same. Once you know what I'm saying? Once you catch a body, you can't be a killer without no bodies. Joe got bodies, dog. He's a killer. I ain't got to question him every time. I know he's a killer. I seen the bodies. Herbert ain't got no bodies, dog. That's all it is. Herbert go catch a body, he's a killer. But until he catch that body, he just a nigga with hands, bro. It's a lot of them around here. We can go find 30 niggas right now with hands. That ain't enough though. It's a lot of guys with hands, man. Ain't a lot of guys with bodies. Joe got bodies. Patty got bodies. Tell Justin go catch a body, and it's good. He's a killer. That's all. I'm not discounting him. Oh, that run was on first down. Was that okay? That was the first play after the Ladd McConkey catch. I think it was, yeah. So that was the first play after the Ladd McConkey catch, yeah. Yeah, no, I ain't knocking y'all though, man. I mean, I like to have fun with you, but no, I ain't knocking, man. That was a big win. That was still a good win, and I'll tell you why it was a big win, because y'all defense has been really good this year for sure. But the offense, like, this is the first time, like, Justin Herbert, he's shown before that he can, you know what I'm saying, he can score points. But this year particularly, well, y'all had like a big offensive game early in the year, but like a real back and forth shootout with a high-powered offense, a guy like Joe Burrow going, you know what I'm saying, going back and forth, or you know, well, I guess first half and second half, but still, this is still a big win for y'all. This was still a big win for y'all, man. I don't want to take that away. I don't mean to take that away. Hey, come on, man. D-Dot in the building, man. Hey, Big Nation business in the building. Come on, man. You know what's going on, man. Shout out to the number one team in the AFC North, man. Shout out to the number one team in the AFC North. They know what's going on. It was a point in that game. Oh, okay, excuse me, 3 scores. My fault. 3 scores. 3 scores. My bad, dog. 3 scores. 3 scores. 3 scores. Come on, hey, Isaiah, man. Don't come on, man. We can't be having the same argument. We can't have the same argument every time, man. I tell you what, I'll do you one better. I'll show you the playoff game that Joe Burrow didn't have a 27-0 lead at halftime, and that he lost that game. I'll show you the game he didn't do that. That's what we'll do, man. Come on, man. You gotta stop it, man. I just want Justin to catch a body, man. That's all it is. Then he'll be a killer from here on out. He's got the goods. 6'4", 230. He's got a top 3 arm in the league. He's got all the goods. He can run when he decides to run. He can move. He's got all the goods. I just go catch a body. That's all I'm saying. Just go catch a body. Come on, Isaiah, man. First off, how quickly they forget. He went to Tennessee on the road. Tennessee at that time was a top 5 defense, number 1 seed in the AFC. He got sacked 10 times in the game, literally. Had about 6 drops. Didn't matter. Overcome, win, go to the Super Bowl. And honestly, if not for a couple bad calls in that Super Bowl, the terrible pass interference call they called on the goal line against Logan Wilson that reset the Rams downs and gave a touchdown. Look, man, the boy's 2 plays from being a Super Bowl champion. Now, I'm glad he's not, because I don't need no more champions in the AFC North unless their last name is Steeler. But come on, man. Hey, look, don't get me distracted. I want Justin to catch his own body. Tell Justin to catch his own body. That's all I'm saying. Like, he ain't distracted. Where was we at? Just talked about Detroit. Minnesota at Tennessee. Minnesota gets it done 23-13. Here's the thing, too, man, with Minnesota. They started out so hot. They're still winning. They had that 2-game skid. But the way they lost those 2 games, and even the 2 wins they've had since the 2-game loss and skid or whatever the case. The win against the Colts, now this win against Tennessee. But they still, I think they're still firmly below. They're still like firmly, well, I think everybody's below Detroit for sure. But I think they're still even firmly behind Green Bay in my mind now. It's just something still just doesn't quite look. They've lost a little bit of that shine or that luster that they had when they first started, came out the gate on fire, 5-0, offensive, defense, dominant. You know what I mean? Just on fire on both sides of the ball. They've lost some steam off of that. They had the 2-game loser streak. The Rams game was a little dicey. You know what I mean? Some might say might have been a little home cooking going on in that Rams game, but nonetheless, you lose that one. You come back. I thought the Colts game, especially with Flacco back there, I thought that'd be a more dominant and impressive victory. Wasn't. I mean, you won, but, you know, it didn't make me feel good. Then even this Tennessee game, I wanted Minnesota. I wanted Minnesota to get a bounce back statement win that reestablishes them as a potential threat or contender in that NFC, that can maybe have a real shot at making me feel like, yeah, they won't just get washed in Detroit when the time comes. I don't think they haven't shown me they can get back there. But still, there's still time. They still only have, is it 2 or 3 losses now? Now I confuse myself. I think they still 2. I think it's still a 2-loss team. I think they're 8-2, if I'm not mistaken. But no longer on the tier I thought they were on. But we'll see. Justin Jefferson, by the way, set the record for most receiving yards by receiver in the first 5 years of his career. Mind you, he's halfway through his 5th season. He already broke that record. Was held by Torrey Holt. And I think second on that list was Randy Moss, I believe. So he's already got that record. He's halfway through his 5th season, so he's going to shatter that record. And let's not forget, he's missed some serious time as well with injury. So that's crazy, man. Jettas is crazy, going crazy at a crazy pace. Shout out to Jettas. Moving on, man. The Raiders on the road at Miami. Miami gets a dub, 34-19. Tua goes for 288 and 3 touchdowns. A-Chain, 70 yards on the touchdown. Jonnu Smith has a big day. 6 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tyreek Hill has 6 touchdowns against in the paint. Then the Raiders, outside of Brock Bowers, I don't see much sunshine on the horizon for the Raiders. Brock Bowers is going crazy though. 13 for 126 and a touchdown. I think he's not only in range of breaking the rookie tight end like receptions record that was just set last year by Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta was so good last year, and it's a shame because I know he's been injured, he's been banged up, but I mean, honestly, you got to remind yourself he's in the league. Like, oh yeah, damn, Sam Laporta was cold last year. Damn, he's an afterthought now, respectfully. And now Brock Bowers, I think, is in range of not only breaking that rookie reception record of 86, but the overall tight end reception record held by Travis Kelce, things like 116, and he's on pace to even break that record in his rookie year. And then also put up, I think he's on pace for like 12, maybe even 1,300 yards. Just going crazy. So shout out to Brock Bowers, man, for giving anybody a reason to still watch the Raiders play football. Shout out to you. Rams go on the road at New England. And man, tight ball game here, man. They get away with a dub, 28-22. Matter of fact, my dog Isaiah in here. Shout out to Drake May, man. Shout out to Drake May. Because he is looking good. He really is. But Stafford throws for 295, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Big day there. Kyron Williams has a good day, 86 yards on 15 carries. Puka goes for 123 yards and a touchdown. Cooper Kupp goes for 102 touchdowns as well. So all the stars came to play, and they find a way to get this dub. Drake May on the other side, 40 pass attempts. That would have worried me coming out of North Carolina. But 40 pass attempts, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, did lose a fumble. Ain't nobody else on New England worth talking about, so I won't. But shout out to Drake Bay, though, man. I've said it a few times already this show, and I'm going to say it again. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to give him his praise just as hard as I gave him his critique. I definitely wasn't shy about critiquing him. He's looking good. He's looking good. Like I said, he's looking good. He's playing far and away better than I thought he would, and especially as soon as he is. So kudos and shout out to Drake May. Now, Isaiah tripping, though. Ain't no way in the world we're going to give him Offensive Rookie of the Year over the likes of Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels. He ain't did enough. He ain't did enough, man. But he's looking good, though. He's definitely looking good. And you know what, man? I'm curious to see what New England does in free agency. It didn't matter what money they threw at anybody. Didn't nobody want to go there heading into this year. But now that people have got to see Drake May, and like, you know what? They got something. You know what I'm saying? They actually got something. Wonder what they do, man. There's going to be some big name guys on the market. T. Higgins looking to get cashed out. His last year in Cincinnati. Jamar going to hit Cincinnati over the head like 37.5 or something dumb. He wanted 31.1 last year, just to top Justin Jefferson. They made him wait another year. He put at least another M on that, guaranteed. He put another M on that. He won 36. So there's no more bread for T. Higgins. The Patriots are still gonna have to. The Patriots are gonna have to overpay somebody, and so I can see like T. Higgins being the guy that they go ahead and break some real bread on, man, to get somebody in that building. I like the young guys they got, though. They've been injured and banged up in and out the lineup and all of that. But I love the guys they got. Jalen Polk. I love Polk out of Washington. Loved him. I thought he was a first-round guy. If you told me the Niners took Polk at the bottom of the first instead of Ricky Pearsall, I'd have been on board. I had him. I liked him better than Pearsall. And I liked Pearsall as well. But I thought Jalen Polk could have been a bottom of the first-round guy. And Baker, the kid out of UCF, they got as well in like the 4th round. I thought he was the guy that should have won the 2nd round. So I love the young guys they got there, man. Let them get somebody like a T. Higgins or something in there next year. And Drake may keep playing like he is, man. Champy, man. Hey, Champy back in the building, man. Hold on, man. I'm gonna catch up on. I said I was gonna catch up on them comments too. I was trying to help her run through a few of these games so that way I could just have some time to go back and forth with my dog Isaiah and not feel like I got to catch up on these games. But Champion in the building, man. He said the Cardinals 2nd best team in the NFC after the Lions. Let me think about that. Isaiah, I ain't forgot about you. I'm coming back to you. But I ain't forgot about you. Are the Cardinals the 2nd best team in the NFC? No, I would still say the Packers. I would go Packers over Cardinals, but I do think y'all right there. Y'all right there in the mix. Like, I know what y'all record. Y'all one game above 500, champion. Y'all 5-4, or no? Y'all just won. Y'all 6-4 now. I believe y'all are 6-4. You might have to help me out if I'm wrong. I'm trying to think of the 4 teams y'all lost to. Who'd y'all lose to? I wouldn't go second. Not yet. I would still probably lean Packers. But I think right there in the mix, I would go Lions, Packers, 1-2 in the NFC. Okay, 6-4. Okay, yeah. I would go Lions, Packers. I would still get the Packers the edge over y'all. But I'm thinking now, if we talk like who's 3 and 4, shit. Yeah. I mean, y'all right there. Who am I missing? Okay, how do y'all stack up against Minnesota would be the question. Oh, no. Time out. I lied to you. Flag on the play. The Eagles. I'm tripping. The Eagles that found their groove, baby. Saquon playing out of his mind. Jalen Hurts back, you know what I'm saying, back in the area, in the space we need him to be. So I would probably go Lions, Eagles. I would probably go Lions, Eagles, Packers. If I'm being honest, I go Lions, Eagles, Packers. But four gets interesting because Minnesota's got a better record. Minnesota's got, I think, their record is 2 games above y'all. But the way that Minnesota's looking right now, this second month of the season, as compared to their first month of the season, like in the first month of the season, I don't know if y'all beat them. This version of the Vikings, Darnold, he was trying to turn back to a pumpkin. Darnold went from pumpkin to princess. He's wavering. He was fading back into a pumpkin a little bit. And so y'all and the Vikings, I think, are probably closer than we would probably want to. I think y'all and the Vikings are probably closer than people would probably want to admit, or if we really think about it. But see, on paper, I still want to say the Vikings. I love Brian Flores and what he does with that defense. And offensively, they've just got better firepower. Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison are a problem. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Now I love me some James Conner. I do. But on paper, I would probably still have to say the Vikings. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have to if I had to bet some money on the Cardinals and the Vikings in the playoff game right now. If that's the week 1 playoff matchup, Vikings and Cardinals, let's say that's in Arizona, because let's say y'all the 4 seed, Vikings the 5 seed, the way the playoffs shake out or whatever the case, or they may be a 6 seed, whatever. So let's say, assuming y'all hold on and win the NFC West, Vikings are coming to you guys' place. They coming to Tempe or Scottsdale or Phoenix, wherever y'all play at. Help me out. But I don't know, man. Flores in that defense. Who's going to stick Jettas? Who's covering Jets? Nobody. And then if Addison Shake lose, I mean, like they got so many guys. But like I said, man, shit, Darnold's turning back into a pumpkin. 2 picks and a fumble, y'all can get it done. Kyler's playing good ball, though. Marvin Harrison, he's a rookie. He's still a little up and down. So I don't know, man. I probably had to go Vikings. All right, I lied to you. I had to come back down to earth. But y'all not no slouch, though. I give you that. Y'all not a slouch, though. I can't lie about that. Okay, yeah. I don't know how we forgot about the Eagles. Eagles playing damn good ball. Yeah, he said just a hot take. Hey, I ain't mad at it, though. You know what? I'm not mad at it because y'all are a little under the radar. Y'all not even a little. Y'all a lot under the radar right now for sure. And the way this NFC West is shaping out, the Niners just lost to the Seahawks. The Rams just got a tough win on the road against the Patriots, so they still winning. But did y'all beat the Rams when y'all played on the first time? Help me out. I'm trying to remember now. I think, did the Rams beat y'all the first go round? I think the Rams beat y'all in that first meeting, unless I'm mistaken. But y'all get to run it back still. But I think they already beat y'all in the head-to-head. You might have to help me out. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I am curious to see how the Cardinal season turns out. 6-4. I thought the Niners were really gonna get it going and make a run or make a push to reclaim that division, but then they give one up. They give one up to the Seahawks. Now y'all spanked the Rams. Ooh. Okay, so you got a chance to sweep the Rams. Y'all beat the Niners. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, boy. That NFC West division is gonna be tight as well. The NFC West division, I don't think it doesn't have the high end of the AFC West, but there's 3 real players in it though. You know what I mean? I think y'all the Niners and the Rams are all 3 like right there in the mix, gonna duke it out. And it's like a junior version of sorts of what's going on in the AFC West with the Chiefs, Broncos, and Chargers. But like I said, it's not at the high end of that, but just the way it's 3, you know what I'm saying, 3 guys all in there fighting it out. So Yeah. I'm curious to see how y'all see how that season turns out though, bro. Shout out to Champion, bro. I'm glad you made it back, big dog. Appreciate you. Man, I seen a clip online randomly. Kyler Murray was in New York eating pizza with some just random dude who didn't recognize him. But then I thought about it. I'm like, unless you really are like a real just football head or specific Cardinals fan, Kyler Murray's like 5'10, 200 pounds, scruffy beard, you know what I mean? So he wouldn't just jump out to you as like, oh damn, that's a starting NFL quarterback right there. So I don't even feel bad about the dude who didn't recognize him. You know what I mean? But still crazy to think. Kyler Murray just chilling out there eating pizza with strangers and nobody knows who he is. That's still crazy. That's still crazy. Cleveland on the road at New Orleans. And man, shout out to New Orleans. New Orleans then fired Dennis Allen 9 weeks too late. I still don't know why they brought him back after last year's fiasco with Jameis Winston. But he came back. They start out 2-0 on fire. They lose 7 games in a row. They get him out the building. Now they've won 2 games in a row. And I'm telling you, I didn't see it coming. But Derek Carr goes 248, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Taysom Hill played his ass off in this game against the Browns. 7 carries for 138 yards, 3 touchdowns, another 8 catches for 50 yards. And then he even threw a couple passes, but he threw an interception. But still, he got to snap at all 3 positions. Quarterback, receiver, and running back. You know what I'm saying? And showed out. I'm trying to do the quick 15 total touches between running and catching. 190 yards and 3 touchdowns. Crazy day for Taysom Hill. Shout out to Taysom Hill. Then MVS finally found somebody that could just throw the ball deep, let him go get it once or twice a game. And 2 weeks into the Saints offense, and I'm telling you, he's getting his Deshaun Jackson on. He's getting his baby Randy Moss on. 2 for 87 and a 71-yard touchdown in this one. This is on the heels of last week having 3 catches for like $150 and 2 touchdowns. So, Saints finding a way to get it done, man. Shout out to Derek Carr. I'm still pissed off you almost got Chris Olave killed being high and late across the middle. But be that as it may. Y'all doing what you got to do, man. 1, 2 in a row. Saints have found a way to win 2 in a row. Shout out to them. Next, man, Indianapolis at New Jersey at the Jets. Indianapolis wins this game 28-27. I had to leave myself a note. Yeah, I predicted this score exactly on Sunday. This is the prediction I had. It was 28-27 Colts, and I'll be damned if they didn't win 28-27. Biggest thing from this one, Anthony Richardson returns to the starting lineup and plays well. I'm going to tell you how well in a second. Here we go. 20 for 30. 272 passing yards, 1 touchdown, no interception. Now, that's not by any stretch of the imagination is that an all-star, Pro Bowl caliber of performance, but Anthony Richardson was putting up some ugly, painful to watch offensive football. It was painful to watch. And so this was he got benched, sat on the bench for 2 games, gets back into the lineup, has a good opponent, honestly, in a struggling, imploding Jets team. I didn't get to talk about it, but they fired Robert Saleh as a fall guy, 3 games ago now, 3-4 weeks ago now. Then they just fired their GM, Joe Douglas. He just got fired this week. So that team is just completely falling apart in complete disarray. Anthony Richardson, even though it's on the road, returns to the start lineup, goes out there, and he performs. 20 for 30, 272 and a touchdown. Kudos and congratulations to Anthony Richardson. Also had 32 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns. I think his second rushing touchdown ended up being the difference that took the lead, the game-winning touchdown. Now, he did have a couple fumbles in this one, but that's going to go with the party. I mean, that's just going to be part of the program, man, when you got your quarterback who's also your second-string running back. That's just how it's going to go some days. But gets it done, man. 3-touchdown day, no interceptions, 20 for 30, 67% completion percentage. Those are massive step forwards for Anthony Richardson. And then honestly, here's another thing as well. Like we all know he's young, or most of us know how young he is. But then I saw I don't know if it was a post or heard something on television or whatever talk about it, but just how young Anthony Richardson is. Younger than Cam Ward, younger than Carson Beck at Georgia, and Cam Ward, of course, from Miami. I believe they said he's younger than Shedeur Sanders at Colorado. He's in his second year in the NFL. He's younger than Dillon Gabriel, but Dillon Gabriel been in college longer than Bo Nix had, or almost as long as Bo Nix was. So that's not crazy. But he's 2 years into his NFL career, and he's younger than I think the top 6 quarterbacks in college football right now. So still a super young guy, younger of well, we know I was gonna say he's young. Yeah, he's it's somebody else as well. I think he's younger than Drake May. I think Anthony Richardson may be younger than Drake May. I believe so as well. So super young guy, but I still has a long way to go. And I'm happy to see how he bounced back and performed after everything that happened that led up to him getting benched. And so kudos and shout out to Anthony Richardson. And now on to what was my game of the week. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. It was just same old, man. I don't know why. I talked about it going into this week. I thought there was going to be more points scored. The Ravens offense, lighting it up. Arguably the best offense in the league. Honestly, until this game, my Steelers with Russell Wilson, we had been averaging over 30 points these last 3 weeks. So I was like, oh, you know what? This game has a chance to actually have some points. No, not at all. Nobody scores 20. We didn't even score a touchdown, 6 field goals, and still find a way to get this dub, man. So this is typical throwback AFC North, Steeler Raven football at its core. And the good guys find a way to get it done, man. Rough day for Russ, 205 passing yards, no touchdowns, throws an interception. Throws an ugly interception, man. Unforgivable. Russ, you know better. I expect Justin Fields to throw that interception. Russell, you can't throw that interception, dog. It was 15-12 at that point. We need that field goal to stretch it out or whatever the score was. No, not even 15-12. Because they ended up scoring a touchdown later on. So it was 12-9. Well, I don't know. Don't even let me lie to you now. Whatever it was, we can't take points off the board right there. Especially in a game in which we just absolutely could not get in the paint. And so you can't give away points right there, Russell Wilson. You know better. George Pickens, man, still doing what he's got to do. 8 for 89. Chris Boswell, special teams player of the week. 6 for 6. A long of 57 in the game. Needless to say, we needed every single one of them kicks. And then my rookie, man, Peyton Wilson, rookie linebacker, had the play of the game, man. The interception he had on a pass to Justice Hill on a wheel route, gets his arm in there and finds a way to snatch the ball away from Justice Hill as they're falling to the ground, gets us an interception right there. And I believe that one wasn't before halftime. Patrick Queen, in a revenge game from him from the Ravens, of course, he had another fantastic forced fumble, stripped the ball from Isaiah Likely as we give them the ball back right before halftime, so we get a short field, can't capitalize, but still get a three-point play right there as well. So turnover is definitely the story of this game, and our defense stepped up and found a way to find them or to make them happen. Rough day for Lamar, 200 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Did throw an interception, the one I talked about, 46 yards rushing. I think the bulk of that came on one 30-yard carry. Derrick Henry held in check. Only 13 carries for 65 yards. And then I think over about half of that on one run, had a 30-yard explosive. But tough day at the office other than that for Derrick Henry. Did get in the paint for a touchdown. Justin Tucker, man. I don't know what happened to Justin Tucker. I don't know. It just feels like one day he woke up and left his feet at home. I don't know. Justin Tucker just been showing up the stadiums without his right foot. 1 for 3 in this game, man. Misses his first 2. And these are chip shots. Maybe not chip shots for everybody. No, I think they were under 50 yards, man. I think both misses were inside of 50 yards. That's unexcusable, man, for Justin Tucker. You Justin Tucker, dog. You know what I mean? He does get one to go through. It was a 54-yard field goal, so he had the distance isn't the problem, but I don't know what's going on with Justin Tucker, but I ain't mad at him, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's see. Atlanta on the road at Denver. Denver dominates, man. 38-6. We were talking about him earlier, man, singing his praises a little bit, talking about Bo Nix. Bo Nix is playing ball, man. Bo Nix is playing damn good ball. Bo Nix is playing offensive rookie of the year caliber of ball. That's how well Bo Nix is playing, and he's really just turned it on. And so I love it, man. Bo Nix in this one goes 28 for 33, 307 passing yards, 4 touchdowns in this game. Fantastic performance from Bo Nix. Fantastic performance. Let's see. Javonte Williams, he goes 60 yards and a touchdown in this one as well. And then Kirk Cousins, man. I don't know. I think Kirk started a little slow out the gate, and then he turned it on, looked great. Those middle kind of 3-4, maybe like 3 games. And then these last few games, man, Kurtz left me wanting a little bit. 173 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception thrown. Bijan held in check as well. 35 rushing yards, 30 receiving yards. So just a dominant day by Denver. But on the road no, that was in Denver. I'm sorry. But yeah, just a dominant performance at home. And like I said, man, Bo Nix playing fantastic football right now. If you ask me today, and I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, because Jaden Daniels was truly special the first month of this season. There's no question about it. But if you had to ask me right now today, I probably would tell you Bo Nix the offensive rookie of the year, man. He's playing damn good football. Jaden Daniels has been, he's ran into some roadblocks, man. Steelers and Eagles back-to-back weeks. Ravens, he's already ran into the Ravens as well. I think the game before we played them. So he's had a rough stretch. But we'll see how they finish that season out. See how they finish it out. See, Seattle at San Francisco. Didn't see this one happening, man. But they find a way to win. Shout out to Big Gino, man. 220 passing yards, no touchdowns, interception. 29 rushing yards. The game-winning rushing touchdown ended up being the difference in the game. Oh, no. No, okay, that's right. So shout out to Big Gino. Jackson Smith and Jigba, JSN. He's really been turning it on here lately, man. I think he's had 100-yard day, or it feels like he's had some bigger performances, I'd say, this last month of football than maybe he had until this point. But 10 catches, 110 yards. DK adds another 70. And then the Niners, man, on the other side. Niners got to be getting a little worried. They've been injured. They've been beat up. They were without both George Kittle and Deebo Samuels for periods of this season. You were without Brandon Ayuk for the whole offseason. He comes back. He can't really get it. It takes a while to get himself going. And then he finally maybe starts to look like he's settling in. Then you lose him for the season with a knee. Christian McCaffrey misses the first 2 months of the season. His second game back, still getting into the flow of things. 79 yards rushing, 29 yards receiving. Jauan Jennings really stepping up and being probably the most consistent receiver on the team. If we're being honest, 90 yards and a touchdown in this one. But the Niners, man, it's about time to get. It's about time to maybe start getting a little worried if you're a Niners fan. It's maybe time to get a little. I'm not saying it's a cold red, but it's yellow. You know what I mean? It's a cold yellow for sure. It's time to buckle in. I don't know how many more they can really afford to drop, especially with the Rams. The Rams turning it on and stacking wins the way they have been these last 3 games now. We already talked about the Cardinals. You know what I mean? Slept on, but quietly stacking wins themselves, holding on to that division lead. And so it's time for the Niners, man. There's no more. They're running out of their margin of error if they don't pick it up soon. Then let me see here. Then who we got? Last one on the docket, man. The Monday night game. Houston at Dallas. Houston dominates or spanks them. And it to be expected, man. Dallas season's over. No surprise there. Between Dallas and the Jaguars and the Raiders, I don't know who can wait to have their season over the soonest. So we'll see. But let's see. Houston in this one. CJ Stroud throws for 250 yards. No touchdowns. Does throw an interception. Joe Mixon, star of the game, man. Joe Mixon had himself a day, especially the first half. Explosive, dominant first half performance. Finishes with 20 carries, 109 yards, and 3 touchdowns on the day. I think he opened his first touchdown was like 45 yards right up the middle. 45 yards right up the middle. And Joe Mixon, he showed me them legs are still got some juice in them. Because he ran through the middle and outran. He flat out outran 3 or 4 Cowboys defenders on that 45-yard run. It wasn't one of those where he had like a 30-yard kind of head start before anybody can get an angle. Like, nah. He ran by about 3 or 4 Cowboys on his way 45 yards to the end zone. So, shout out to Joe Mixon. Then Nico Collins finally makes his return. His long-awaited return. 4 catches, 54 yards. See, on the other side, Cooper Rush, 55 pass attempts. Anytime Cooper Rush is throwing the ball 55 times. Hell, anytime Dak Prescott's throwing the ball 55 times, I feel like that spells loss. That spells Cowboys loss. But 55 pass attempts. Does throw for 350 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Had a fumble that ended up getting picked up and ran back for a touchdown. Defensive touchdown scored by the Texans. Derek Barnett, I believe, picked up and recovered that one. 90 yards from CeeDee Lamb. KaVontae Turpin. Is it KaVontae? I believe it's KaVontae. KaVontae Turpin scored the 1 touchdown for the Cowboys. An explosive play. Finishes with 3 catches for 86 yards and the long touchdown run. Just a long catch and run. I think he set the high water mark for ball carriers on the miles per hour tracking for this season. Like 22.3. Boy can move now. That's never been a question. So got into the open field, was able to get the legs going. And then just this past weekend in general, if your name wasn't Chris Boswell and you're a kicker, you had a rough day. Brandon Aubrey, all right, highly touted, highly lauded kicker from Dallas, was a soccer guy, came over from the UFL or XFL or one of those other leagues, kicked 70-yard field goals in his sleep. Hadn't missed a kick at home, hadn't missed a home kick for the Cowboys under like 50 or 55 yards or something like that. Tremendous leg power and consistency, especially in Cowboy Stadium. Troy Aikman and Joe Buck were talking about how he never misses kicks. I feel like they talked about it for 5 solid minutes, how he doesn't miss kicks in Dallas inside of like 52 yards. And then, of course, his first attempt, clanks one off the upright. Clanks one right off the upright. It was almost like just right on cue, clank. And then later on in the game, he, of course, nails one from 64 yards. So just one of those days, man. If you're a kicker, it was just one of those days, I guess. But his very first miss at home of a kick that's inside of 50 yards. So do with that what you will, man. He's been fantastic. So, but no, that's it, man. I know we bounced around. And let me make sure. Yeah, we bounced around. Yeah, we got all the games. We got all the games for sure. Oh, don't let me forget, man. There is a Thursday night game, man. Tomorrow night, my Steelers on the road in Cleveland. I'm not gonna lie, this game worries me, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's a short week game. We had a very physical, tough, hard-fought battle with the Ravens just on Sunday. And now we get a short week on the road in Cleveland. Tough division game for us. Cleveland plays us hard, man. Especially of late. Like Cleveland play is a rough place for us to play. And especially now on a short week after we just played the Ravens. I think the weather's supposed to be like 40 degrees and rainstorm. It's going to be a muddy, ugly football Thursday night, tomorrow night. But I'm going with the good guys, though. Going with the good guys to get this done. Give me 17-13 Steelers. I'm hoping my defense continues doing what they do. All they got to do is do what they do. Show up, play dominant football, and let us get this dub. See if Jameis throws us a gift or two. Man, and maybe we can end this one early. That's what I'm hoping for, man. I don't want us to stumble when we got this momentum, 5-game winning streak and all that good stuff. But I'm not going to lie. I'm not even going to call it a trap game. But I think Cleveland plays us tough, man. In a short week after that Ravens game, that does have me a little concerned. I can't lie. Ah, if you don't look who it is. Well, what do we have? Look who finally made it. Hey, appreciate you. Glad you can make it. It's only your firstborn son. Golly. But now I appreciate you. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate you as always. For sure. But no, honestly, I mean that there you have it. That's all the games, man. In the Thursday preview. Not gonna lie. Hurts my soul to say it. I'm not even gonna get to see my Steelers play tomorrow night. I gotta go to a Mariah Carey Christmas concert. So I'll have to have you guys tell me about the game. Hopefully my Steelers handle business. And then if for some odd reason, the worst should happen, my only solace will be that I won't have to witness it because I'll be listening to Mariah Carey sing that damn Christmas song over and over tomorrow night. But oh no, don't worry about it. Mom said she had a rough night. I'm sorry you had a rough night. Don't worry about it. Get home safe. I'm gonna have a cold drink for you as soon as I get off of here. How about that? I'm gonna have a cold one for you, mama. But other than that, man, y'all know what's going on, man. It's time to go ahead and call it. I appreciate y'all coming through, rocking with your dog, man. Shout out to them members in the building, man. Know we got to do the roll call, man. Shout out to my dog, Keandre, was first one through the door today, man, holding it down for Chiefs Kingdom. You know what I'm saying? 9-1. You know what I'm saying? Still number one in the AFC for now. You know what I mean? Still number one for now. So we'll see how those Chiefs bounce back. For sure. Shout out to my dog, Isaiah, man. Holding it down for those Chargers. Chargers found a way to get it done, man, in exciting fashion Sunday night. Or no, was that Monday night? Monday night. So shout out to those Chargers, man. We'll see if they keep it going, especially with the stretch they got coming up. So Ravens this coming week, and then right after that, the Chiefs as well. It's going to be a big stretch for those Chargers. We'll see what they get done, man. Who else is in the building tonight, man? Shout out to whoa. Can't forget about my dog. You know them members was in the building, man. Big Nation Business, man. Shout out to my dog D-Dot, man, holding it down, man. Appreciate your home, boy. Shout out to my dog Champion, man, holding it down for them Cardinals, man, out there in Arizona. Appreciate your home, boy. Appreciate you as always, man. And then the rest of y'all, then moms came through for sure to help me close it out. You know what's going on. Love you, lady. But the rest of y'all know what time it is. Feel free to say it with me at home because we say the same thing every week. If I forgot to say your name, damn, my bad. But charge it to my head and don't charge it to my heart. You know I'm thinking about you. Appreciate all the love, support as always. Y'all don't say the same thing every week, man, because I mean it, man. I appreciate all the love, support. I appreciate all the engagement in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It just makes it more fun to do it. To do this thing with you guys, man, when y'all are engaging and talking back to them. Talk to me. I tell y'all, talk to me. You know I talk back. I appreciate that always. Tap back in with your dog, man. Sunday morning, 10 o'clock. Get your pregame together, man. Week 12 is going to be a banger. Y'all know where to come and find some excitement before you get your day started. Until then, peace.